Seven-time American Motorcycle Association champion Matt Mladin returned to his hometown of Orangeville recently, signalling the end of a stellar racing career. The 38-year-old, who is promoting a new bike warehouse in Smeaton Grange, spoke to the MacArthur Chronicle about life on and off the track. So, how long has it been since you've been back from overseas?
I got back, I think, the end of September, so I made the decision in July, in mid-July, actually end of July, to retire from competitive racing in the United States, and got back a couple months later.
How was that coming back? I mean, it must have been a pretty big transition for you.
Yeah, it's a big transition, but I mean, I've been in the USA for 14 years, but we come home all the time at the end of the season, and always spend Christmas over here at home and stuff like that. So really the biggest transition is going to be normally end of January we head back over there, and that won't be happening this year, which is which honestly is nice. I mean, I've been doing this a long time, and it's nice to be able to focus on some different things now in life.
Sure, so you've got your family back here as well, and then you're concentrating a bit more on that? Yeah,
sure. I mean, I have a 3 and a 6-year-old daughters, and we actually were in the we homeschool the girls, or the 6-year-old anyway. The 3-year-old obviously not old enough yet, even though she tries to get involved as much as possible. So our focus is definitely, we made the commitment to having a family, and now we'll focus on that side of things.
So it's a big challenge, because obviously over in the States you're pretty recognisable. I mean, what's it like getting back to Australia?
It's nice. I've been racing at a fairly high level for a lot of years. I won my first national dirt track championship as a kid. I won in 1981, which is 29 years ago, and this year I won my 7th US Superbike championship. So a long time from when I started getting some results and sort of being in the public eye a little bit, I guess you could say, to the time I have sort of finished being in the public eye. So it definitely run its course, and it was definitely time to move on.
Sure. And so how do you keep yourself busy back here? I mean, obviously you're running Bikey Warehouse.
Well, to be honest with you, my sister Melissa and her partner Jesper manage Bikey Warehouse. I do spend a little bit of time in here, but I have other interests as well that I'm involved in, and I still have a few commitments in the United States that I need to head back for, and I'll actually head back in a couple of weeks to take care of a couple of those things as well, but realistically, just with the family and the homeschooling. I mean, the homeschooling is sort of a 5 or 6 hour a day job, 5 days a week, and I want to be as involved as possible with that. And fortunately, being a successful motorcycle racer in the United States, and it's been quite lucrative over the last number of years, and it's allowed us to be able to concentrate on the kids maybe a little bit more than some other people can, and so we're very fortunate.
Sure. So Matt, was that the biggest reason behind your decision to finish up with your family?
Oh, listen, it definitely was right up there. I mean, the girls are getting older, and I'm a believer in the amount that the amount of time you spend with your kids and the amount you can teach them, and getting them involved in different things can really help their future going forward. And the life as a professional athlete is a very selfish lifestyle, and it is. I mean, everything revolves around you. When something comes up, everything is dropped to take care of business and racing, and you're contracted to people, and the people are paying big money and that sort of stuff. So it's impossible to do both of them at the same time at the type of level that I really want things done at. And in racing, racing was our lives, my wife and I, and it was our lives for a long time, and nothing got before it. And now the kids are our lives, and we plan on giving them the best start that we can, and giving them the best education that we can, and hopefully some of the things we learned as we grew up, we may be able to impart on them.
Was there ever times that the pressure of racing got you with being so recognisable in the States, having so many people coming up to you asking for autographs, having a chat? I mean, were there at times where you're just like, I just want to disappear?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, there is. And as I explained earlier, I've been doing it a long time, and being the most successful racer ever in the history of the United States motorcycle road racing, obviously, has its benefits, but there's also the side of it where I grew up in the country. I still live in Oakdale. I've just moved back to Oakdale. I mean, I'm just a country guy, and to be honest with you, all the lights and stuff that go with being a successful sportsman really wasn't something that I was overly interested in from the start. So, listen, after the amount of years I've been doing this, it gets to a point where you just want to wake up in the morning and have breakfast and enjoy your day and go and do a bit of work and not have to worry about signing 1,000 autographs over a weekend or whatever it might be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Matt, when I read that in 2009 you had a few reservations in Canassus about driver safety with the circuit.
Yeah.
Was that a big issue for you over there?
It's always been an issue. Rider safety has been a big issue for me in the United States. Many of the racetracks have improved substantially, but for a long time, and still now, many of them are substandard to what a series the size of the United States really should be. And with the series being taken over by the Daytona Motorsports Group in 2008, they sent us to a couple of race tracks in 2009 that there is just no way we should ever have been there. And I just felt that the standards had been dropped even more than what they were before. And for me, in the end, I put the championship and everything on the line somewhat in protest, and didn't end up racing a couple of those races over there just to let them know that I wasn't happy about it. But unfortunately, unless they get together as a group in whole, the manufacturers and the riders and the teams, and start standing together and saying, listen, we're not putting our riders in this harm, unless that happens, no improvement's going to come out of anything. So